Peace between the triads is now official.
Good. We begin to operate from a position of strength. We will start manufacturing the swords and distributing them to our allies.
What next? VersaLife was crawling with troops. I think they were hiding more than sword technology down there.
Tell me about the labs. Paul and I concluded that VersaLife does the manufacturing, while the real research takes place in North America.
Plenty of scientists. Biotech, physics, nanotech, several research divisions. It would seem we still have a mutual interest.
We know they manufacture ambrosia. If you went back and gained access to the Level 2 labs, perhaps you would find something on the Grey Death. Your brother's failure in New York has left me with nothing.
You think you could find a cure?
That cannot be determined until I have a schematic of the virus particle and the molecular structure of ambrosia.
I'll go back, but won't they be ready for me?
There's a back way at the north end of the Canal Road Tunnel, which is just east of the temple. I sent an agent in that way once. She turned up a key code to the Nanotech Research Wing, 55655, but no data.
Worth a try.
By the way, VersaLife lost one of their R&D men in the Canal Road Tunnel collapse. A guy we think was carrying nanotech assets. He did some of the basic research that went into your implants. You might take a look, if you don't mind going for a dive.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Perhaps you can locate and destroy the manufacturing facilities as well.
Looks like we all made it.
And just in time. I hear Simon's had me on his blacklist.
Maybe so. I'm glad that you're safe.
I slipped out right after your escape. Security was a shambles, so I brought you a little something from the supply closet.
You didn't have to take that kind of risk.
It was worth it, trust me. They gave me a funny-looking customs, but I managed to bring over an augmentation upgrade canister.
Isn't that sensitive technology?
I just told them that I do business with VersaLife. VersaLife seems to be a magic word in Hong Kong.
Well, thanks. Now hang tight for a while. UNATCO will be looking for you.
Monitor your progress from here.
Paul Denton, I have the blueprints. I must warn you, Oh.
Warn me about what?
I have made a mistake.
Paul's my brother. What's the problem?
No, I have made a mistake. No, I am sorry. I must say nothing. They would kill me.
You can trust me. I really am Paul's brother. You said something about blueprints.
No, I do not know you. Maybe you work for VersaLife.
VersaLife. Good, we're getting closer. You might as well tell me the rest. If I'm gonna kill you, you're already dead.
You paid me, okay? I only did it for the money. I have the blueprints of the VersaLife building, 2,000 credits. And I have the other things he wanted. The scrambler grenade for $12.50 and the thermoptic camo for $4,000.
What did Paul want with VersaLife?
All he said was not to get caught and to tell nobody what I did.
I'll check back with you.
What?
What can you tell me about traffic on the canals?
I know you. I know who you are.
Yeah?
You work for the Luminous Path. You should be dead now. But you left Hong Kong just in time.
You have me confused with someone else.
No, it was you. Miss Chow told us. You are the American who helped them steal the sword.
Really,
You cannot stop the Red Arrow. They will control China as they control Hong Kong very soon.
Have you heard? The Triads have united.
That is impossible.
Go to Wan Chai, ask the people. The Red Arrows have thrown off the outside agents that were using them against the Chinese government.
No one uses the Triads. They are Chinese societies.
No one uses them anymore. And now they are one society.
Many bargains at Old China Hand. Everything 8 credits.
Is there a lot of crime in Hong Kong?
Much more than before, yes. Now it's very easy for the smugglers.
What kind of smugglers?
Slaves, heroin, biotech.
Is there really a slave trade?
Oh, sure. There's the lucky money underneath Wan Chai, the Red Arrow headquarters. Of their girls, they are kidnapped in Thailand or the Philippines. Not a pretty business.
What sort of biotech smuggling goes on?
Mostly VersaLife, the golden triangle of biotech.
Why would a multinational corporation smuggle their products on sampans?
Import restrictions in many places. The United States, European countries.
On what?
Certain genetic advances, laboratory organisms, also tiny computers in your tissue.
What's VersaLife trying to develop?
Everything, the second man.
The second men?
English author, Olaf Stepton. You have not read?
Afraid not.
Last and First Man, History of 19 Species of Human Beings. I can't believe you do not know this book.
I'm not big into books. You know of a Maggie Chow?
Maggie Chow, a bad character. Before she was an actress. Now she's everywhere in Hong Kong politics. They say that she's a spy.
Who does she spy for?
No one knows. Somebody paid her a lot of money once, and one of the rares ended up floating in a canal. Dangerous to talk about. You buy in Wan Chai, you pay 12. Here 8.
Never mind. much activity down here.
Activity? What kind of activity?
Anything. The canal's dead.
They've added a distraction for nighttime. Nevertheless, there's traffic, even when you don't see it.
You mean heroin?
Illegal products, of course, but you find everything in the canal. Things that have been lost. Things people want to forget. Last month, he was the leader of the Red Arrow. He was floating near my house.
You saw the body?
My name is in the paper. I saw the cut across his neck. They are right. It was colorized.
It was what?
Colorized. The scientific terminology. Someone cut him, but it was a weapon that cannot be explained with the current technology.
What else do you find? Do you sell it?
Are you? Are you a tourist?
Just curious. I hear the triads control all the smuggling in Hong Kong.
Yes, the triads do it. I am the simple merchant. I receive only fruits and the vegetables.
By sampan? But you said...
Yes, fresh, from my grocery store in the market.
Right. I will have to stop by and take a look sometime.
My store is now open in the evening.
Not advisable for tourists to visit the Not advisable for tourists to visit.
We are one triad. My good friend, let me express my gratitude. A bottle of wine on me. Yum Sing. This is my club. Let me give you one of our better wines. An imported vintage from Napa Valley. The lieutenant, we had to go through the precinct sergeant.
A cordial relationship, as I would describe it.
You had him in your back pocket all the time.
Only one of many important officials loyal to the Red Arrow.
But if you want a truly excellent wine, you should try this Beaujolais from the Moulin-à-Vent region of France. The peace you have created between our two triads is a truly precious gift. Please accept our finest vintage, a Chianti from a private winery in Questa Grossa, Italy, 2015. Yum Sing.
And you have the capacity for large shipments?
Any product, any port of origin, any destination.
I might have some items. A certain segment of inventory.
The luminous part can ship penguins to Norway and document that they came from Japan.
Beer is 15. Wine is 120.
I'll get a drink later.
Your operations must have been difficult without official protection.
A minor inconvenience. Not as difficult as you must have found running a business without distribution.
Not even noticeable. The Red Arrow makes many big deals.
I will show you what big is. 50 tons per month, with no help from the big officials. Your name will be recorded for all time in the annals of the luminous path. Please enjoy yourself. You are my guest.
a chemical virus called the Grey Death. I require you to destroy it. Use the code 525.
Look for a computer terminal somewhere in Revel 2 lab. If you find it, I can upload the data I need through your infolink.
move agent.
You should never have sent me to the police station. What did you expect? That they would arrest me? Turns out you're on your way to being one of Hong Kong's most wanted yourself.
I have always been one of the most wanted. I will deal with the police in the way I deal with the slanderous press.
How's that?
Precisely the way I am going to deal with you. Oh!
Success. Viral production has been terminated. Containment protocols have sealed off the entrance. You will have to exit through the effluent pipes in the floor of the chamber. Beware of biotoxin concentrations.
Seems to be some inventory data here. VersaLife has been synthesizing the Grey Death virus in great quantities. The entire stockpile has been loaded onto a super freighter going to New York. Interesting. The previous owner of the ship was Stanton Cloud. Ever hear of the Illuminati? Come back to the compound. I have much to tell you. Tracking down this Dowd connection. Illuminati fingerprints all over the sterics. I'm talking about the molecule shape. 17 segments, 23 coupling points. Only Illuminati technicians use sleep bearings with 34-fold and 46-fold symmetry. Multiples of 17 and 23. 17, 23. The birth of Adam Weishaupt? Not a coincidence.
Not advisable for tourists to visit.
restaurants on the AeroTurf.
Tong fix you up? Yeah, you? You cut it pretty close. I'm in pretty bad shape. Looks like I'll be living in Hong Kong for a couple of months. Will you get better? Any permanent damage? I'll recover, but not right away. You'll be on your own for a while. I hear you've already been keeping busy. Just getting to know the locals. Turns out VersaLife had a universal constructor. They were synthesizing the virus right here. Tong told me. Not a cheap gizmo. Majestic 12 sure does a lot of R&D. Every ruler needs a power base. Without the people, well, you need something to use against them. I'm going to see what Tong has to say about the schematics I recovered. Hey, do me a favor. Get better. I'm working on it. I'm still pretty weak. You'll have to go on to New York without me. Don't know if I care for your sense of humor.
Humor?
The Illuminati stuff. I was risking my life in there.
No joke, Mr. Ditton. They're quite real. Though not as powerful as they were at the beginning of the century, I know a few of the former leaders.
Like Stanton Dowd?
Yes, plus Beth Duclair, Morgan Everett. Most of them in Paris, I understand.
What do they have to do with Majestic 12?
A question for Dowd. I will contact him in New York. Hopefully he will agree to meet you.
What about a hacker named Daedalus?
A valuable informant. He sent me one of the codes I needed to find that super freighter.
A super freighter? That's enough virus to infect a continent.
Your pilot is landing in the courtyard. Find out and see if he knows where the ship is going or how we can stop it. In any case, it is time you left Hong Kong. There is word of a UNATCO agent searching for you here. A German, they say. Augmented.
Tell your people not to tangle with him. I'll deal with him myself. Do you have what you need to synthesize a cure?
The data you recovered should provide an answer. In time.
I also destroyed the universal constructor they were using to manufacture the virus.
A universal constructor? I should have known.
But I did it on the advice of the hacker, Daedalus. Who is he, really? Alex says he may be an AI, part of an old government program.
An AI? The thought occurred to me, but more likely it is cover for a real human being.
But who?
A powerful man, we must assume. I don't like mysteries, but at least he appears to be on our side.
I don't like mysteries either.
Your friend Jock is waiting in the courtyard.
Tong is pleased about the files you found.
Gunther's in the field now. They say he wants your head.
Gunther went berserk after you escaped. Smashed up the cell block pretty bad. I had to sedate him.
Jaime had a close call getting out of UNATCO, but I'm sure glad he made a break for it. I think he'll have a longer lifespan helping Tong out at the operating theater.
dig up Stanton Dowd?
Yeah, you know him?
I heard a few things. I think Harley Philbin knows how to contact him. I always thought Philbin was pulling my leg about the Illuminati, though.
I guess we'll find out when we get to New York. Let's not waste any time.